G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So today's video we're going to be running through a team building guide for the new EZA that's just dropped on global, and that is for the INT God Goku. Have started doing these for EZAs a bit more recently as well, so EZAs and new units, here's the place to be for all your guides. So just a quick look at the details, a ton of teams here, we'll run through some of those builds later on in the video, so keep around for that. Teams like Pure Saiyans, Goku's family, Accelerated Battle, Bonded Parent and Child, Movie Heroes, Power of Wishes. Those are the top teams that we'll be running through. His links are Godly Power, Warrior Gods, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Sharing Limit, and Legendary Power. So Missing Fierce Battle and Prepared for Battle, which are two links that are extremely common at the moment. Same with Saiyan Warrior Race. So sort of not the craziest in terms of links, but as you can see here, we do have a couple of partners that do share 5 links with the Godku, so you can still get quite a lot of power if you are running this guy on rotation with some of these. First we've got listed here is the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now he's not prominent at the moment at all. He definitely needs an EZA, but the thing is with him is if he gets a good EZA, yeah, he could definitely shoot back up. He's got a crazy good 18 key KO screen, which is sort of like the picture there. So yeah, really hope he does get a good EZA. We've got the blue STR Gogeta for when he is transformed. Again, one of those units that if they get an EZA could shoot up into relevancy. And then we've got the physical blue Kaioken Goku and the evolution blue Vegeta. Fallen off quite a bit, but fortunately, out of all these options, we do have one really good unit to use, and that is the Tech Gods unit that's going to be featured very soon for us. So, yeah, hopefully one that you guys were able to get during the Annie. Really good. Running these two together, that's going to offer a ton of dodge opportunities, a ton of crits. I think that's going to be a very viable rotation, running them two along. Dropping down to 4 links, so we've got the STR Kaioken Goku, still really solid, so that'll definitely work. We've got the blue Goku for when the transformed Goku, the AGL, who's got his EZA. Probably wouldn't be your first option, but in a longer form event, he can stack up. We've got the Tech Vegito Blue, who again is one of those units that does need an EZA, probably the shoot up to relevance, but if he does get that EZA, just watch out. We've also got the STR Vegito Blue there, who is also solid after his EZA that we did get. He'd definitely work reasonably well, this guy. Then we've also got the UI Goku and the STR Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku. As you can see here, quite a few Realm of Gods teams units there, which is good. So looking at the 3 links, we've got the physical Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. That could work pretty well because they are on teams together like Pure Saiyans, the Joined Forces Movie Heroes team, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, all that type of stuff. We've got the blue Gogeta that's recently EZA'd once he does transform from the Super Saiyan. Super good with these dodging. That could be a very dynamic little duo that you've got there. 2 units, one that's guaranteed crits, one that's the high chance, so I think it's the 50, and yeah, a ton of dodge, so they could definitely work really well together. We've also got the physical Super Saiyan Xeno Goku, so he's going to offer support to the Godku, which is always nice. So yeah, I do quite enjoy bringing him on my Goku family teams. We've got the Tech Super Saiyan Goku and the AGL Gohan. They both share the exact same link set, so 2 really good units. Well, 1 good unit on global, 1 good unit on JP. Yeah, could work well in slot 1 so that this Goku's able to do super before he's attacked, or you've got the option of running them in slot 2 so they get to super before they're attacked. So either way would work really well. And then we've also got the physical Z base Goku, the one that we got free to play with version Z. So yeah, a good decent unit to float, I would say. So looking at the first team build for this God Goku, it's always I'm generally always going with the Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Movie Heroes team if applicable, and that's exactly what we do here. So as you can see, we've got the gods as the leader for this one. So, as we went through earlier, they do share 5 links with the Godku, so we're assuming that you want to run the Godku on rotation for this. I will also note that Godku is an extremely good sort of slot 5-6 unit where you're just floating him, just because of his ability to dodge. He's got those crits inbuilt, and thanks to his new 18 key super, he does get that defensive boost for the turn that he's off rotation as well, so you can stack that up a little bit easier. But the reason why I was bringing that up is I'd be running the gods together. They'd be one rotation with God Goku. The other rotation would be the 2 Piccolos, because they're a really dynamic duo. And then that would allow you to float the other tech gods, your friend lead or your own, whichever has less dupes. Also float the tech Super Saiyan Goku. That just gives you the option to have a unit that can revive, which is also always very, very useful. And then we've also got the STR Gamma 1 here, who provides that support, and we love floating off supports when I'm building teams. So definitely a super powerful team here. Goku's going to get the 200% leader skill, and yeah, that's going to work really, really well there. Then we've got the Kamehameha team. Now this team's a bit more suited towards a JP account, just because we don't have the EZA for the AGL Gohan, but we could still certainly utilise this team in the craziest of content. I probably wouldn't be taking it into the hardest red zones, but I reckon you could still get a bit of usage here. So we've got the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan as your leaders. He's just going to offer you the 170 boost, and then we've also got the Godku, who again I'd be running with the tech gods listed later on the screen. If you don't have the gods and you need to switch them out for another Kamehameha option, I'd probably run him alongside the physical Kid Goku, I think. Have this Godku in slot 1, and then that will allow you to and you'll be hoping that his dodging pops off. Then that way Kid Goku can provide his damage reduction support, and I think that would be very beneficial to Godku. The other rotation would probably consist of an AGL Gohan and the Tech or INT Super Saiyan Goku, whichever you have. Personally, I have both, so I prefer to use the Tech, so that's why I have them listed here. And then the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I would just use him as a floating unit, just to utilise his support. You could always switch him out for the version Z Goku, and that gives you probably a better linking partner for the Godku in slot 3. But yeah, depends who you're trying to get the most power out of on any given turn. The next team build that we've got here is the Realm of Gods team. So we've got the INT ROF Blues. They are the 200% for Realm of Gods, with the extra 30 being for the units that have Pure Saiyan. So obviously Godku does fall into that category here. I've got the gods again. You could run them with the gods, or you could also run with the AGL Gogeta. As I mentioned previously, the dodge chance between the two of them, they'd provide a very, very naughty rotation. I can imagine avoiding a ton of super attacks with that one, so I think that'd be really, really powerful. The other rotation, like I said, it would depend who you're running, but if you got into the Vegeta Blue from the INT ROFs, potentially you could run him alongside the AGL Gogeta or the gods, whoever you weren't running on rotation. The main thing that you would want to have here is the floating of Whirus, because he's going to be able to do his orb changing and supporting, and then also the STR Vegeta Blue, who got his EZA just a little bit earlier. With Global, we've been waiting on that one for a while, so yeah, you could definitely get some use out of him there. So the next team we'll look at is the superhero team. Now this is led by either the physical Ultimate Gohan or the Tech Piccolo. You can also merge in Battle of Wits units here, and that would work well. But for this purpose of this, we've just gone with superhero. So I'd be running the Tech Piccolo as my lead, just because he's the far superior unit to Gohan. Probably would run him in slot 1, and then that would allow the gods, that would allow for the Goku to sit in slot 2. Now the reasoning I'd do that is that I could run the Gammas as a rotation on the other rotation, float a Piccolo, and then you would have the gods floating as a really good linking partner for the Goku. You'd also have the INT Pan also floating, so she's going to offer her dodge, support, to just give a little bit of extra oomph to Goku. Now the other option there is that you could also just run both of the Piccolos floating, and you could run the gods on rotation with Goku, and that'd probably get more power into Goku. But it just depends on how difficult of a content you're going into, because if you are going up to those really, really hard and difficult red zone stages, you're probably going to want to have Piccolo on rotation there just because of how powerful he is. And then the final team that we'll run through here today is the Bond of Parent and Child team for the Goku. So as you can see here, Vegeta and Trunks are the leader for this one. They're an amazing leader. The only thing is that does lock them into slot 1. So that does mean on both rotations you can have a Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1. You can either determine whether you want to run the Goku off rotation or on rotation. Personally on this team I'd probably take advantage of him running off rotation. So I'd run the Dynamic Goku on one rotation with the Vegeta and Trunks and then the gods on the other. That is going to let the AGL Kid Gohan float with his support, and the same with the INT Pan. And then when you get the Goku on rotation, he's going to be able to jump in, just do a bit of extra damage. He's going to have that dodge to hopefully avoid taking any damage, and just add some real extra power to the rotations. So there you go, guys. That's the team building guide for the INT Goku. Let me know which team you are most keen to run him on down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.